What up, everybody? Welcome back to Feral Publications YouTube channel. This channel talk about zines and DIY publishing. As always, you guys know I publish Feral Comics, a comic book zine anthology with different cartoonists from around the world. If that's something you're interested in, link will be in the show notes. But today we're here to talk about, I literally wrote this while lying on the floor, and some stuff I threw at the wall, both by Jordan Lee Tung. This was sent in for review, and to begin with, I was floored by the craftsmanship of it. I've seen people make zines like this. There was a people in Puerto Rico that I remember, chit-chatting through the DMs on Instagram with, and this was a system they were using to make zines. But obviously, they ended up getting funding, and they started, branching out and making zines in a different way. Some of the stuff that I love about this is that obviously the cardboard is usually, hand cut or cut with some sort of press. All this taping is done by hand. The writing is done by hand. And this is what gets me, right? This number 33 out of 250 made. That means that this was written so many times. Jordan mentioned that this is, I guess, how the monks used to make booklets and pamphlets and things like that. And I've always held that in a zombie apocalypse, this is what like literature would look like. Like, that's the thing that always gets me, like in The Walking Dead and things like that, that there's not more of this. Like, I can see books and zines like this being created and handed off and being precious to people, whether it be survival guides or just writings of the time, because I don't know, I just think this stuff is so important to humanity. And so I just dig it, man. This is literally what I envisioned, like in a post-apocalyptic world. This is what humans are going to be using to still communicate and tell stories, because I don't ever see humans not telling stories. But with that being said, some of the curiosity I have is, I feel like this last page on both of them is so thick and it's glued together. I'm assuming that it's glued to the cardboard and then taped over, because that's in there. Like, it's not coming out. I try to kind of reverse engineer it and I couldn't get further than that. So love the ingenuity of it. Definitely, if you're a zine creator, a zine maker, you want to get a copy of this just to see this this process that Jordan went through, and just I guess, like, to just see what you can take away in your own zine making process. After that, both of them are poetry zines, and for me, poetry, as I've always said and I will continue to say, it's always, do I respond to it? Does it hit some kind of nerve, whether emotional, intellectual? If it does, then I enjoy it. And there is a few that I really did enjoy that, for whatever reason, just kind of, it made me feel something. So I'm going to go ahead and read those two. The first one is Cologne Bum. A scar in hardwood, a notch in paint, drip ink and wrinkle and feeling faint. This floor is home to a bum with cologne, a pipe dream vagrant, fetal alone. And this one, some stuff I threw at the wall. The poem that I liked the most was called The Pleasantry Exchange. Questions are deal breakers, like assumptions, like attention, like ignorance, like qualifiers, like conservatism. I hate this sport, this silly ruse. So definitely dig this. If you guys get the chance, go ahead and hit the links in the show notes so you guys can show Jordan Lee Tung some love. Try to get a copy of these. The scarcity of it, and this is like legitimately the most analog zine that I've ever gotten in the mail. So Jordan, thank you so much for sending this in to me. I hella dig these zines. These zines are just some of my prized possessions now, man. So thank you so much, Jordan. Beyond that, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Lates.